The stream is live. Let's tackle those graphics.
Listen up, it's the Topaz in the chat. We got the vibe burning up just like that. Come on, Machenko's place where the party goes wild. Feel the
Welcome
groove,
back,
the
D-Dop
rhythm
House.
run wild. Topaz in the chat, make it swing. Join the crew, let your spirit sing. Come on, feel the night, let the good times roll. Let's go. Topaz in the zone, taking control.
Adverts have started. Thanks for enduring the ads.
Hello, it's me. I'm here. I am. I've actually made it. It's bloody hot again today, so we'll see how long I last. I don't know how long that'll be, but I am here for the time being. How you doing, Dopaz? Good to see you. Right, and there's a Chloe. It might be a figment of the bot's mind. No, the bot's not clever enough to imagine me. Right, back to our DMM code today.
Welcome back, Chloe.
I have got my laptop set up, ready to rumble. So we shall see what we can get it to do. I have done a bit of work on it off stream. Hey, Horrocks. A heavily modified snowcat comes trundling across the Martian dunes and into chat. It stops to allow a space-suited Alison to exit and unload a number of fresh yaks and a number of slightly dazed-looking goats, ready for tonight's efforts. We might need the goats, actually. Sacrifices might need to be made. Digital marshmallows. So yeah, back to our digital marshmallows. I have done a bit of work on it over the past couple of days off stream, just putting together the OBS framework side of things, which is really just copying stuff over from one of my other plugins. Nothing very interesting, but we are ready to go now. I can add it to OBS. It doesn't do anything yet, but I can add it to OBS and then I can cause OBS to crash. If I add a UT61E DMM here, click, click, that's where it will be eventually. But it doesn't work yet. Of course, it doesn't actually do anything because I haven't drawn any graphics. That's just a placeholder. I shall delete that. And then I shall try to exit, and it won't. It just crashes OBS at that point. I know exactly why. Alison survives, the yaks and goats asphyxiate. Yeah, well, lack of oxygen. I know exactly why it's not able to quit. When you remove the widget, the input from the scene, it terminates the processes, the functions that are running in the background from that input, that source. But it doesn't. It doesn't terminate the DMM one because that's running in its own thread and it's a blocking function. And function has to finish before it'll actually terminate the thread. So theoretically, I've not tried this yet. Yaks are perfectly capable of surviving on their home planet, and goats, well, it's good eating on a goat. Indeed there is. Theoretically, if I go and create this, okay, then remove it, and now unplug the DMM, it should exit properly. Yes, it does. That backs up my thought processes. Yeah, goat demon. That's the best demon ever. The greatest of all time demon. Hello, G-Pin. How you doing? Because what we have in here is a simple, while it's supposed to be running, do our stuff and run the main loop, run the session. But that session never ends unless you unplug the DMM. And only once that session has ended can it then go and check to see if it should actually exit. So I need to work out a way that session that's running there can actually be terminated manually. You're permanently cold, Hot Rocks. I wish you'd move into my house, then the temperature of my house would drop by at least 3 degrees as you absorb all the heat. You're just a natural air conditioning unit, aren't you? My thought process is in the CGS. 28C outside there. I don't know what it is here at the moment, actually. I haven't got a temperature sensor to hand. It's all packed away in my test kit. It's about 68 inside here. About 68 centigrade. Or Celsius if you prefer to be more current. Right, so I'm thinking if I were to call SR session destroy on the session, it might work. Or it might not. So I'm going to need to move this session to somewhere where it can be got at. But I have a big structure here with all sorts of good stuff in it. So I'm going to move my session into this structure. Delete that session from there. And reference. I'm using a program at the moment called, can't remember what it's called now, Input Leap, which links my main desktop to my laptop and shares the keyboard between them. For some reason, it's decided that that is a greater than symbol and that is a less than symbol. And I can't find where greater than and less than have ended up. That's comma and full stop, shift comma and full stop, RZ and X for some reason, which is bizarre. So to do a greater than, I've got to reach up to my laptop keyboard up on the desk. Which is annoying. As long as I remember to do that, it's okay. It's just an extra movement that I don't really want. And I hate typing on the laptop keyboard.
It seems like chat is having a goat-filled evening.
A goat-filled evening. Nah. I like goats. Goats are lovely. Goats are like hyper-intelligent sheep with an extra dose of malevolence in them. The boat is goat obsessed, the bot is. The bot is got obsessed. Untangle your fingers, I know it's too hot. Hyper-intelligent waste disposals, indeed they are. I used to have a goat years ago. When I was younger, we had a goat. It would break into the garden every now and then and eat the roses and eat the underpants off the washing line. Right, so the session is now in the main data structure. Is it edible? Oh no, I'll find out. To a goat, anything is edible. If I go into the drawing thread, this also uses the same stop signal. So what I'm going to do in here, I'm going to call a function DMM. I have access to DMM, don't I? Yeah. Terminate DMM. Call it struct DMM. And then in the DMM file, keep these things all together. Oh, Chloe. That's what you currently taste like, do you? I don't want to know, thank you. Ah, that's my open curly bracket there. Close curly bracket. This is messed up. Let's open the settings for input leap Configure server. Nothing really that I can alter here. Fix caps lock, fix num lock, fix scroll lock, fix X test for inner armor, fix preserve focus. No, I can't put in anything to fix it there. So it's just going to be annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug my keyboard from my main computer and plug it into my laptop. I can no longer type on my keyboard on the main computer. There we go, problem solved. Hey! And I need to call that function there. Which might just tell it to get rid of the whole session. It might just crash the whole thing, who knows. Right, I'm going to run OBS from here so I can see what it does. It should give me some output. Okay. DMM, okay. Found UT61E. If I close that, says it's shutting down, but it hasn't destroyed the, hasn't ended the main loop. Right, let's put a bit of debugging into here. Run normally. Found UT61E. Try closing. Destroyed DMM session. So it is running my function, but that is not having the desired effect, unfortunately. Ben said he might have to just catch it all on the VOD, because he's, I assume, he is spending tonight doing the decorating that he was going to do yesterday and never bothered. I was wondering why I'd lost my mouse, and it's because the cable for the whole of my desk has disappeared. A USB cable is a little bit short. Let me just plug that back in again. And then make the mouse work properly. Come on. There it goes. Yeah, Ben has a deadline on his decorating, and he spent too much time sat in the garden at his parents' instead of decorating, so he's got to catch up on it, which is fair enough. Oh, go away you, I didn't want to press that. Right, so how do we terminate the session? Right, these are, no those aren't. Where are our list of functions that we've got? SR session destroy doesn't seem to exist in here. Ah, that's in Proto. Okay, so what do we have? There's an SR exit. Cheesy Yak is only available on Thursdays. It's always Thursday, isn't it, according to the bot? I might need to call SR exit on the context, possibly. Session load, session new, destroy, device remove all, device blah, 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 devices, trigger set, data feed callback. Ah, SR session stop. Possibly. That might be what we want, SR session stop.
Koi Rakunitsman, August 26.
I didn't give it access to a real-time clock, but I did program it so that the date gets automatically put into his model. Doesn't necessarily mean he actually gets it right. Okay, so we've got UT61E in there. It says it's found it on there. Let's see if I close this, it'll say destroying. Does it close straight away? It does. Haha. So where are we? Found UT61E. Destroyed DMM session, ended main loop. Yes, that got it. That has got it. Excellent.
Jeep in 24/7, it is 2024.
But now, outside this loop, I really need to go SR session destroy. He thinks it's 2024, does he?
During the tech news.
He is a little bit behind the times, yes. Hey, it's a DTAC farting his way into the room.
Welcome back, Dive CSC.
Right. That should cure a little memory leak I just thought of. How's the Dive CSC doing today then? You can actually read my screen. That's because I've got it zoomed in nicely. Don't like to match me. A farting entry will become a farting exit. Right, so I fixed that little bug. That's good. So now we need to actually work on some graphics, which is all in a separate thread here, the video thread. I'm going to start off just by creating a background, I think. And I have to remember how on earth we do GD stuff. GD image create. GD image create true color is the function. And it fails. GD image PTR, that's what it is. Of course, I don't need any of that stuff around it. It's all type deft.
Hope you're ready to dance.
Turns RF up. Hello RF, how you doing? We are working on the digital multimeter graphics code at the moment for the embedding into OBS. Same you do every night, brain. My pinky, try to take over the world. We're programming a new Tony. No, we're not. Try to take over the world. Okay. GD image color allocate to the background image, and I'm gonna have a grey color, I think, of. Hey Chloe, thanks for the resub.
Chloe Raccoon has subscribed and says,
7 months, scary.
Thanks for the sub, Chloe Raccoon. Hope you enjoy.
7 months is scary. It is. I mean, it's quite scary how long I've been streaming for actually now. Longer than I realised.
Welcome, Chloe Raccoon, to your 7th sub. Thanks for the support.
Let's just have 0.5s. 50% grey. Now in here I'm going to go create an image, width, height, GD image copy, IMG background. I'm going to be building this up in layers. What's the format of this? GD image copy, destination source, destination XY, source XY, width height. Okay, now I need to actually, let's go. So that should just create a grey rectangle pushed out to the OBS frame once every 30 milliseconds. No, this is... Yeah, that's right. I need to add that to it so it's fully opaque. And get rid of that stuff. Okay. Pixels are 32s, yep. Copy that into the staging directory and OBS. Do we get a square? Do we buggery? It's supposed to be a grey square there, but it's not. Oops, don't want to start that again. Is it because I've got that the wrong way around? Nope. Is it because I need to actually fill the background with the background colour that I've just created? Where is it? Rectangle, filled rectangle. GD image filled rectangle. From 0, 0 to width, height in BG col. No grey square still. So we create a new image, we copy the background into the image. Oh, am I doing this the right way round? Goes destination and then source. And I'm copying it to IMG from background, yeah. Still no grey box. So the background colour, I'm allocating a colour of 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Is that right? Is it floats or is it... it may be integers that it wants there, is it? It's integers, that's why. I was allocating black. Let's go for 128. Please give us a grey yes, grey rectangle we have. Result, we have a grey rectangle. I'll be happy just to have a grey rectangle today. Draws the box instantly gets a digital cat in it, yep. Come on, cat, get in there. Go on, in you go. In you jump, come on, in you go. Go on, there's a box, jump in it. Go on, get in there, you. No, you won't do. You won't get in there. Ah, but it's a magic grey rectangle. It's never the same grey rectangle twice. actually, what I want to do is quickly go into OBS and preview scaling canvas. There we go. We can actually see it properly now. In fact, I can zoom in on it. Okay, now what I want to do. What if we put a raptor out of this grey rectangle? That trick never works. Adopted NTSC in the UK. No, we haven't. Okay, now I want INT speckle. Um, 100, 100, 100. Why did I change my wides to eyes here? Now we should, there we go. We've got some speckles in our box now. So what colour had you in it? What if I was typing in English? Yes. Programming colonial. Absolutely. I didn't choose the spellings of these functions. And to be honest, when I'm programming, I usually actually program using American spellings, because there are, in general, more American programmers than English programmers, and if somebody then wants to search for, say, the word colour in my code, chances are they'll be American and they'll be wanting to look using the American spelling. So I tend to usually use American spelling in programming. How does this look now? Not bad, not bad. Could be a bit less speckledy. Well, not quantity, but contrast. I might just drop it a little bit more. From 110 to 115. That's a bit better. Come on. There we go. Little speckles. Just to give it a bit of texture. Right, so we've got a background. Hooray! Drop seeding tile when zoomed, yep. I don't know if I'll stick with that background, but it's fine for the time being. Right, now what I want to do, now that we've copied the background in, I want to create another image. Image create. True color at width, height. Needs an animation line. I'm actually mad. Oh, yeah, right. You looked at it. I thought it was getting closer. Then it hit you. Yes. It's like a camera zoom in Robin Hood Men in Tights. A camera zoom that crashes through the window. Right, so now this layer is going to actually be the LCD text. We're men in tights. Now, for the LCD, I do have a font here in the repo. The DSEG. And I'm going for DSEG 7 Classic, I think. Classic Italic. Now, there is a way that I can embed this into the code. Just nipping the I'm just going to nip the tip. Tonight's fascinating fact: there is a fish called the bony-eared ass fish. It has the smallest brain-to-body ratio of all known vertebrates. Nice. Bony-eared ass fish. Makes a good insult, that, you bony-eared ass fish. Now, I have to remember how we do this now. But there is a way that this can be embedded into the code as a blob. And no, Chloe, don't you dare. I know I said blob, but don't you dare.
It seems chat is having a debate about the King's English. Hopefully, no one needs a Windex for that.
I can do an OBJ copy. I can't remember how we do this, and it's too complicated, so I won't. No blob here. Oh, blobby, blobby, blobby. So for the moment, I'm going to hard code the path. It's a bad idea, that, but I'm going to do it.
You're very welcome for enduring those cats.
GD image string TTF is what I want. Where's your blob? 10 Downing Street. Okay, so we want GD image string TTF. Actually, I want. I want some black. Actually, I need a BG, mcut, and allocate alpha with a 0. So that should give us a completely clear background. Then I shall copy this. Give us a transparent background. Then GD image string TTF, image pointer is LCD. I don't care about the B rect. Foreground is LCD text. The font is that. OBS UT61E / that. The point size, I'll go for 20. I don't know what it wants to be. I'll go for 20. Angle of 0. X of 20. Y of 20. With a bunch of zeros. Then I need to do a GD image copy merged, I think it is. Image LCD. See what that does. It's not merged, it's merge. Okay. What do we get? Let's try OBS instead of OSB. We get nothing. You got to head on out, have you? We'll see you next time, Hot Rocks. Thanks for joining us. Don't melt in the sun. Why did we get nothing? That path is correct, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's INT percentage, not a float. Please give us some zeros. Okay. It's just black. Which probably means nope. We are covering everything up. There's something I need to do, isn't there? Something special I need to do. Layering effect, GD effect alpha blend. GD alpha blend. No, that blends individual pictures together. GD image alpha blending, that's what I want. Give us something, please. Nope. Do I have to do it on here as well? Nope. Oh, I bet I didn't change that, did I? That should go back to 0. Please give us text. Bugger. Still nothing. Just for fun, I'm going to set this LCD background colour here to have a chunk of red in it. Just to see if it is the background colour that's being dumped into it. It is. There's our zeros though. A bit high up. So it is the blending of our background is not happening. Why is it not happening? Is it the image copy merge?
Welcome back, sleepy developer.
It's a sleepy one. How you doing, Sleepy? Do you know much about GD? Sure. Copy merge grey, copy resized, and copy resampled, copy rotated. I'm sure I've done copy merge before for alpha. I can get it to bleed through by setting a percentage. Let's just do an image copy. Nope, it's just blasting it straight over. You know, nothing of GD. I've dabbled a bit in C. Well, this is all pretty GD specific stuff that I'm tackling at the moment. Trying to get alpha blending working, and it's not. Right, I think I've got the alpha value the wrong way around. No, it's gone again now. Plugins for OBS are in C, yes. You're basically creating a shared library. So when I copy this now, it's just giving me blackness. I'm going to have to ask Google, I think. Image alpha blending. As it automatically blends the existing colour at that point. Drawing colour. Embedded Linux image that went on enterprise grade storage equipment. Nice. Oh, we didn't see. Hey. This is PHP is the best source for GD documentation. Allows for two different modes of drawing on true colour images. In blending mode, alpha channel component of the colour supplied to all drawing functions determines how much of the underlying colour should be allowed to shine through. It's only for drawing functions. There's a second function that you can set. Save alpha. Whether to retain full alpha channel information when saving images. I'm sure I've done this before. I don't want to iterate it, because that would be painful. But I can do. We found a somewhat dishevelled Commodore 64 from an estate sale. Nice! Good sign that it's held together sticky tape, right? Absolutely, it's been well used. Nice find there, Sleepy. Here we go. If you're trying to copy a transparent image onto another image, you might assume you should apply the image alpha blending function to the image that has the transparency, the source image. In reality, you must apply alpha blending function to the destination image. Yeah, I am doing. Should be what I'm doing, yeah. GD image alpha blending, IMG, true. Also have it on the LCD. But it just gives me black. It's pure black. Why does it give me pure black though? There isn't anything pure black. Other than the foreground colour, the text colour of the LCD. This is... I'm creating a new image, turning on alpha blending, sticking... is it that? That is being alpha blended early. And breaking it. No. At least it still has the plastic keyboard colour. Gonna get the Sybil Green Goo Gone treatment at least. Good, good. I'm scared of Adrian Black too. Well, Adrian Black has dealt with some pretty horrific finds before now. Let's take out the copy of the image. I should get the background. I'll get the background. Okay, so the background is in there. Let's put all that into one function. There we go. But as soon as I do this copy, it just wipes it all out. Let's give those 50 and 20. Let's put the copy back in, actually, shall we? That would help. You don't go pulling Amiga 500s out of ditches? Oh, I would if I found one. I absolutely would if I found one. Why is it just coming out black on the background? As soon as I do the copy, it just loses all the background. Right. GD image set pixel.
You're welcome for the tech news. Sorry for the...
G, comma, X, comma, Y, comma, GD image, alpha blend, GD image, get pixel. I am G, comma, X, comma, Y, comma, GD image, get pixel, LCD, comma, X, comma, Y. No, that's the wrong function. Function I want is GD alpha blend. Accepts true color pixel values only. The source is composited with the destination based on the alpha channel of the source. Isn't that what I had? GD alpha blend, not GD image alpha blend. Hey, what's going on here? We got new people. A DMM plugin. Well, a DMM is a digital multimeter, and a plugin is what I'm writing to go inside OBS. A plain Vi. Well, no, Vim. Vim rather than Vi. But welcome Lane VT, and welcome Fred Durst. New chatters. I like new chatters. So this is OBS. This is the plugin that it's supposed to be doing, and it's not doing still. Why not? Vim is cleaner. It's a bit scarring indeed. Vim for life. I used to be pure Vi back in the day, but I've used Vim so much now, my muscle memory is automatically using Vim's shortcuts and things rather than Vi. Otherwise I'll still be on pure Vi. Switch to NeoVim, have to have an intervention, absolutely. There's another one as well, isn't there? That's NeoVim but without the controversy. You've got Vim, you've got Vi, Vim, and then you've got two different forks, NeoVim, and there's another one that's like NeoVim but without its baggage, shall we say. I can't remember what it is. No, I'll never find it looking through here. There's a Windows version of Vim, yes. I think there isn't there. There's something about the developer or something, isn't there? About the way he acts or something, I think. Oh, I can't remember. Maybe not. Or maybe I dreamt it. Maybe I dreamt it, I can't remember. There was a reason not to use NeoVim anyway. Hey MB, hello, it's Stupid O'Clock here, welcome, welcome. Absolutely, you enjoy the VODs. I'm just trying to work out why alpha blending is not working on this. This should be 127, this should be 0, I'm sure of it. Let's give this some colour. Ah, we do have green there, yeah. So the text is there, but it's just not showing through any colour. It's just ignoring all alpha channel. Let's allocate alpha on here. With a 0. Allocating alpha and alpha. All my colour allocating is now done with alpha channel. Is the order being like ARGB versus RGBA? It shouldn't matter because it's all abstracted. It's like it's not able to get... It's like not actually got any alpha in here. Alpha blending is on there. Let's put that after the filled rectangle. Nope, we're just not getting any punch through to the background. If I take out my little copying routine there, that's the background we should be getting it punched through to. But it's not. What we're getting where the alpha is just black. We shouldn't do, there isn't any black. We're allocating a red colour for the background, which has full alpha transparency on it. A green for the text. which has no transparency. We've got alpha blending turned on, but we're losing the alpha from the background image, from the main image, aren't we? Let's put my copy routine back in again. In here, GD image color alpha, GD image get pixel, LCD comma 0 comma y. And it doesn't like that, does it? GD true color alpha. GD true color get alpha. See also true color alpha. Compose a true color value from its components. No.
It seems chat is having a full-blown
GD true color get alpha I want.
professionals are involved.
Right, so I run this, I should get loads of stuff coming up. That's just straight zeros. So we are losing the alpha channel there then. Why are we losing alpha? We can create an image, or we can create a true colour image. We're creating a true colour image. Create a true colour image. Just give it a width and a height. Unless we need to, do we need to turn on that save alpha thing? It says that's only for saving. So let's go. Is it save alpha? No, it's not. Image save alpha. Nope, not made any difference. Let's give those a bit of colour blending instead of full. And I mean, it's blending the background, but it's blending the background just as black, not as actual real colour. Why? I don't get it. we have two images. Let's just try, although it shouldn't make any difference at all for the background, because that's just being pasted in to the back into the base image. Let's just try putting this in for the background. Nope, no different. What does it say about GD image save alpha? Specify for true color images, this ignores if an alpha channel is being saved. Use GD save to turn off saving of a full alpha channel in a true color image. Note that GD image color transparent is usually compatible with older browsers that do not understand full alpha channels. So 127 should be transparent and 0 should be opaque. So 127 on here should be transparent and 0 should be opaque. So we're not quite transparent, but we're still not getting any colour through at all. Let's replace my little function with the proper copy function, and exactly the same. It's just not getting the alpha. Why not? Losing this. It should, that print routine there should have been printing lots and lots of hundreds. It was printing zeros, so it's like it's just completely ignoring that. But it's not ignoring it because it is blending it, but it's blending it with nothing. Let's print that and see what it's actually giving us. (64 C8 0000). So it does have that value in the colour. Let's print GD image get pixel LCD 00, top left pixel. What colour is that pixel? It's 0 to A. 0, 0, 0. It's merged. Once it's merged the... Oh, hang on. Ah, it merges that into the background, into its own background, and then it's lost the colour. Right. So here... goes the true, but up above it, I need to do a false to turn off the blending and just put the raw colour in. Got it! There it goes. Right, because it's blending the alpha and the result is not got any alpha. Right, so put that to 127, put that to 0. Now if we do an image copy merge with 80%, it doesn't obey the alpha anymore. Right. It can't do merge copy with alpha, can it? So we just need to do an image copy. We don't need that anymore. And if I give this, say, 10... do we get a bit of bleed through in it? It's hard to tell. So let's try a much higher value of, say, 100.
Or enduring those headlines.
That looks good to me. Yep, we get going through it now. Right. So what I want to do is create 3 colours now. LCD shadow, LCD hint, and LCD text. Okay, so now I go LCD shadow with a position of, let's say, 2282. Then I want LCD hint, which is going to be giving me 88888, and then LCD text, which is giving me my zeros. And now, hey, look at that. If I could get it to zoom in. It won't. There we go. Not quite right, but we're close. Starting to look a bit LCD-like. Let's increase this offset a bit, say 4. Shadow slightly darker. And the hint slightly lighter. There we go. Right. So now instead of zeros, S and printf nums 6% 1.4f DMM volts, is it? DMM volts is int. No, it's just value, isn't it, idiot? Okay, go. Turn on the DMM. Does anything work? Does it buggery? Came back with the organ and spoon, put them both on the bed, couldn't find the spoon. There is no spoon. Right, so why is that not updating? Some serious compilation going on. CMake and all. Well, I don't get any choice in the matter. You use CMake for doing plugins in OBS, whether you like it or not. Right, that seems to be doing nothing. Why is that doing nothing? I wonder if it's unable to open the device. Should be able to. Right, I've got to remember what the format of the command is now, and I've not got a keyboard on my computer, so I'll move that over. Better than B-Jam, which is a job before that I used. Nice. I mean, I haven't got anything against CMake, I just don't know it. I'm old school, I use make. Okay. Searock CLI drive. No, stop that. Stupid input leap. Oh, go away. What the hell is input leap trying to do? Cancel that. Right. Driver equals uni ut61e. Con equals 1a 86.e008. Continuous. Ooh. We are getting nothing. There we go. The adapter wasn't quite plugged in at the back. That's why that wasn't working. Hey, we have numbers. They're completely meaningless gibberish at the moment, I think, because my scaling isn't working right, but we have numbers. Numbers are go. Right. That is a good sign. Now, formatting this properly and laying it out right is not going to be easy. I can run SIGROC as a user service and have OBS run the plugin? Not really, no. I mean, in the plugin, I am directly interfacing with the SIGROC library to directly communicate with the DMM. Yes, I've just put that in temporarily until I work out how best to do it. They are just temporary. Just while I work out how it's going to work. So what I want to do is render 3 layers separately. Render one layer. Actually, one layer which is the shadow layer, which is all the lit up segments faint. Nothing more permanent than temporary fix, absolutely. Then another layer on top of that, which is just the what I call the LCD hint layer, which is actually going to be static. I only need to render that once, which is all of the elements of the LCD really faint. And then on top of that, all the text again, all the active segments again, dark. So for the fonts, there is a way of embedding the font inside the file, but I'm not sure what it is. But no, it actually is there. There may not be. No. I'm thinking about SDL. In SDL, you can embed the font in the data file, in the actual executable itself, but I don't think you can with GD, because I don't think it can reference an inlined blob for the font. But I think if you just give it the name of the font, it'll find it in the normal search locations. Now you can store stuff in the executable as a blob. Fine, easy, no problem. It's whether GD can actually use that as a font. I'm not sure if it can. There is a GD font structure. The bitmaps of all the characters in a font. No, it's not bitmap. That's only for bitmap fonts. But you give it the font as a constant star font list. Because it uses FreeType internally to do the rendering of the font. So I think it's just, it can only pass. I think it's relying on FreeType to do the font loading. There is probably a way it can be done by directly interfacing with FreeType, but I have no clue how you would do that. No clue whatsoever how you would do that. For sale, one clue. It's not a core problem at all, no. Well, at the moment the fonts aren't in my font search paths, so I would need to copy those in first. I wonder if DSEG is in here or not. That's a package. If the AUR weren't being DDoSed at the moment, I could tell you. No, AUR's down again. They are undergoing a DDoS attack for the past 2 weeks, and it's all fucked. There is an alternate place. And I'm not sure what it is, I can't remember. The yay command, it's one of the many package managers you can use with Arch. Git clone branch package name, single branch, HTTP package name. Okay, that's not ideal. I wonder if there is a DSEG. No, doesn't look like it's on there. Okay. Actually, should be on there, should be on here. So the one I want is that one there. Put it into fonts. Yes, it's a package manager that covers both the AUR and the main Pac-Man as well, all in one. I'm not sure what the actual font name will be. It might just be that. FV. I've never needed to do that before when installing a font. But that's the font directors in case you're interested.
It seems Sleepy Developer and Chloe Raccoon are communicating on
Let's see what happens with this.
Understand, hopefully.
I don't get shadow now.
Temporary fixes.
DSEG 7 Classic Italic is the font.
Thanks for entering those headlines.
So, is it just DSEG 7 Classic is the font name? With a space italic, is it? Nope. Okay. Do we have to set up the font cache first? This is called automatically from the string rendering functions if it's not already been called. Okay. Right, the semicolon delimited list of font file names to look for. Right, font file names. So it's DSEG Classic Italic .ttf. Nope, no shadow.
Jeevan 24/7, you are correct. My apologies. Those were advertisements. I will refer to them as such going forward.
That is definitely correct. Okay. Well, I think they are trying to avoid any assumptions as to what might be available, such as a font registry. GD font path, apparently. So if I do that, it finds it. It's looking in that specific environment variable. AUR is down, yes. It's being DDoSed at the moment by some spotty oik who's managed to get hold of a botnet. So GD font path is where to look for. Yeah, it's completely screwed at the moment, is Arch, unfortunately. Right. So I can take this out for the moment and just use that string. Actually, let's just go export that. Okay, that works. Okay, what do we want? I want just a fairly simple, straightforward Liberation Suns bold, I suppose. Liberation sans bold. That's the font. These will all go into a const variable eventually. Nothing there, although that's in the shadow layer. I didn't actually want it in the shadow layer, did I? I don't think it can operate on multiple, unless that needs a, maybe it needs something like that. Yes, it does. Ooh, what's it doing angled like that? Got something wrong there, didn't I? Although those actually want to be on the hint layer. Let's just go if DMM.dc put it in shadow there. If DMM AC, put that one in shadow there. I want this not offset and always shown with hint. And then these with if DMM DC and DMM AC in the text color. We have the letters DC. If I switch to AC, it changes. Hey, look at that. The minus is wrong. The minus is very wrong. The minus is actually just a little rectangle. Right, so we've lost all negative now. easy, easy. Got some other woman in there, wasn't me? Nope. Mustn't read these. Mustn't read things before they get read out. If it's going to work. Oh, it's all crashed. What have you done, Swarm? What have you done? You crashed it. How did you crash it? I thought Glamrock crashes the overlays.
Oh, wonderful. Let the sass commence. Don't expect me to be nice.
I need my keyboard on my computer at the moment. Right, is that the correct one? No, it's not. Where did that go? It's not in the queue. It's not in the done. I can see no reference at all to that cheer in my system at all, anywhere. Weird, it must have crashed as it was arriving. Or it had crashed just before it arrived. I do apologise, Swarm, that it didn't get read out and I can't even find it. Although I might be able to fake it for you. Let's just copy that. Actually, no, let's go. Let's copy an older one of yours. Then put that into the queue.
With 69 bits, a swarm of dead insects says.
CDC, she's got some other woman as well as me, cheer 69.
There we go. Pot just needed a bit of Bon Jovi. OBS uses CFA plugins, yes. It certainly does. I think there are other ways of doing plugins, like possibly Lua script or something, maybe. But it was always in there with the song, even. But I use C because C is the proper way of doing it. Right, what I need now is X of 5 and a Y of 84, go 44, no, 64, comma, 10, comma, 3. Image filled rectangle, you idiot. We should get a little minus now. Nope. It's an x1, y1, x2, y2, not an x, y width height. So we go to 15 and 67. Almost. It needs to go up a bit. So let's go for 54, 57 and make it a bit longer at 18. That looks pretty good for a shadow.
Thanks for enduring the news headlines.
They're not news headlines, you idiotic bot. Okay. If DMM value is less than 0. Here it is always added, and we need to take off this 4 offset. Might be like that, possibly. So that's 150, 1453 in LCD text. Right, do we get a minus sign now? We do. Which goes away when it shouldn't be there. Nice. We have a proper minus now. Right. Ah, stuff this. Onset and offset are very much not opposites, absolutely. There's a lot of words like that in the English language. Like, you can be overwhelmed, you can be underwhelmed, but you can never be whelmed. Oh, what was that jingly bit? That was a follow, Flask. Thank you for following the channel.
Welcome, Flask. Glad to have you.
You're going to watch some puppets. Are you really? I don't blame you. They're more interesting than me, that's for sure. If you're wondering what we're doing today, Flask, I am writing an OBS plugin in C which communicates with my digital multimeter here and displays the values and settings and things on the screen in OBS. It's fun, it has to be said. Kapissacat and Rafi are dual streaming, so you want to see the madness. I don't blame you. Go and enjoy your fonts. Your font. I'm working with fonts at the moment. Go and enjoy your puppets. Alright, so I'm looking at, let's go for 200 for the size is 10. 0 for the rotation, 200 for the X and 20 for the Y. I need a micro. Then I go for 210 and a milli. A 220 and a 230. An A and a V. Is it that the right way around? No, it's a V then an A. Try to replicate the display as closely as I can. And ooh, you can just about make them out there. Very faintly. Sort of works. It's just the hints, that is, these bits that aren't illuminated. So now, if I take these ones here, bring them down here, drop them into here, right. If DMM micro, if DMM milli. How am I reading for the multimeter? It's got a USB connection, which, where's my mouse? Let's go to me desktop here. It has a USB connection which connects to the back of it through a little adapter and actually communicates using infrared light from that infrared LED there into this infrared photodiode to give a serial connection of data that is then read by SIGROC in Linux. So it's all hardwired. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Right, so change these hints to text. And run it again, and it doesn't work. And I've got the name of that wrong. It's just volts and amps, not V and A, isn't it? Oops. That should work now. It should give me... No, it isn't doing. Why not? Giving me anything? It's not giving me anything at the moment. Have I broken here? There we go. That's my USB on this laptop is not great. There we go, we're showing microvolts now. If I hold the probe, millivolts popped up. My scaling isn't right yet. Momentarily burgered, very briefly burgered, yes. I mean, the positioning of these bits isn't right yet. This is mainly just getting things roughly working. I've only implemented voltage monitoring at the moment. Now what I shall do is take these ones here and copy them up to here for the shadow. And for the X and Y, I add 4 to everything. You do in fact have a burger for immediate consumption a bit later. Excellent. There we go, we now get our little drop shadows on the LCD display. And this is actually inside OBS. In fact, I could add video capture device. There we go, inside OBS. Cover my face with it, there we go. But I don't like that, so I'll get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, so the layout isn't right yet. I've got a lot of tweaking to do. I'm just trying to sort of get it so it's proof of concept more than anything. But I mean, it can collide quite happily. Because it's a drop shadow, it goes behind. It can go behind this digit quite happily. No reason why not. In fact, at times I would expect that sort of thing to happen because it's the shadow of the whole of the front. So the front can be over the shadow in places, you see. So yeah, it colliding with it is perfectly fine. And to be expected and normal. Right, I think I've done what I can with that at the moment because I've got all of this lot here to sort out. Depends on the virtual light angle, as it were, yeah. Which is something that I want to have as a global setting. I want to work out eventually how to actually have a configuration panel in OBS so I can set things like the overall size of it and the angle that the light comes in to cast the shadow and things like that, and maybe the ability to give it an image for the background instead of just this placeholder speckledy stuff, things like that. But that's a future thing. What I need to do, I think, actually is get myself an actual voltage source going on here. Where are we? I need to turn on my upper portion of my desk. It's not on at the moment. The shadow to be dependent on where the sun is at the moment. And have an EL glow when it's dark outside. Okay, let's find some true voltage. Okay, 9 volts on. And it's all fallen out. Okay. Which one's which of these? This is the one that I'm using at the moment. And it's got itself caught up on my soldering kit at the moment. Right. Okay, 9 volts. Now this is... I need to work out how the actual segment display with the EL backlight is your happy place. Yeah. I need to work out the actual scaling of this because it's scaled wrong. Like at the moment I've got blank 9.002 on the actual display, rather than on here I've got 9.002 or 3 now, 0. So I need to have it for specific ranges. I need to change how it goes. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. So for this voltage range, it can actually have an extra digit in front. I mean, that's how it should be in this voltage range. But as soon as I go down below 10, it goes wrong and displays it incorrectly. In fact, at this voltage range, it should be blank 31.01. There should be an extra blank in front of it and not the 0 at the end. So I need to work out what the actual breakpoints are, really. At 1 volt, it's correct. But then it varies depending on which setting I've got it on. And there's a second voltage range on here with a manual range setting of millivolts. That's AC, sorry. Where is it? That's above a volt. It's infinite. That's 105 millivolts. Goes 105.40. But I've got no way of knowing which of these ranges it is. Whether I'm in the millivolt range from the volts range on the meter or the millivolt range from the millivolts range on the meter. Because it doesn't actually give me that information. Oh, it's almost an EL display at the background there. Speckles are no good. There you go. Illuminated. If I switch over to the voltage range, I get 0.1054, which is what I've got displayed here. If I switch to the millivolts range, this stays the same, but the actual display is 105.42. Gives better accuracy. but I have no way of knowing that. All I know is the absolute voltage value and the fact that I'm on DC and volts. That's all the information I get. So I don't think I can really do it justice. I just have to have, for the lower values, just some sensible breakpoints.
Adverts are now playing.
So I need to work out what those breakpoints are going to be, I think. Or what they actually are. So I've got sub 1 volt. It's giving me 0.1 whatever. If I raise this up, you can't see this, I know. When I hit where? As soon as I hit 2 volts, it shifts. So I've got 1.9999 is the top of that before it changes
Thanks for
and goes up to 2 digits at 10 volts, 15 volts. I bet it's 20 volts, isn't it? Nope, it keeps going at 20 in 2 digits. Oh, it just changed then. When? It's at 20 volts, isn't it? Right, yeah, 20 volts. This is weird. Has it got a level of hysteresis to it? 20.4, 20.5. Actually, I should really change cameras for you so you can see it. It's more interesting than just me talking. Desk zoom. Reconnect this. So I'm at 20.6. 7, 8, 9, 21. 22.6, it jumps up, but then I take it down again and it stays like that until you get below 20. So it looks like there's some hysteresis. The 2 does it as well. There's a bit of hysteresis there, isn't there? I suppose that to stop it from flashing between different ones. So 2.3 basically, 2.2. Yes, they've got hysteresis in there, haven't they? That makes it harder. It's got to go up above a threshold to switch to another level and then drop back down below another threshold to switch back down a level. That's interesting. That's hard. I'm going to have to move the... I can understand why they've done that. I'm going to have to move the scaling out of, because I've got the scaling, crude scaling in here in the actual DMM reading code. But I need to take that scaling away, and I'm not looking at whether I'm doing milli or micro at that point there. Just that I've got volts and this is the value. So I'm not, oops, caring about milli and micro here at all. Be much less readable around the jump point, absolutely yes. So I need to know what it was.
It seems like someone's been attacked. Hopefully, Mijenko's bot didn't take too much damage.
So I need history, don't I? To know if it went from above the threshold to below the threshold. So what I actually want is in here, I think I need to have some previous values. Or at least one previous value. And when we get data, the first thing we do Hey Ben, you've made it. We have digits, yes, I'll show you them in a moment. Except it's broken, so I've just deleted some code. So I store the previous value before then getting the new value.
Hope you cooked something delicious.
Have you been decorating, Ben? So if I comment out these millis and micros for the moment, they no longer exist. Oops, I commented out the wrong things, idiot. We have values. And they change when I twiddle this knob. Only briefly lazy day, apart from the cycling out to meet your brother for coffee and then over to your parents for lunch. Oh, it's been too hot to decorate today. So yes, we have values working pretty well. Hey, well done Swarm, you got the right one. So I need a record of what the threshold setting. No, it is going to have to be in. It is going to have to be in here, isn't it? Because they run at different speeds. So I'm going to have to work out the thresholds and everything in here. Oh, you don't see. Oh. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I thought you were doing that to greet Ben. Where are we? HDMI. Right, let's run it again. Here you go, Ben. You can see it this time. I am an idiot. A real idiot. Prized plum. That's me.
Wait, am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot, yeah. So now I need to work on thresholds. College-educated idiot, yeah. Community college. Got some really deep glass on that virtual LCD. Well, it's pretty deep on this one, isn't it? I think, yeah. I've got an offset of 4 at the moment. Actually, I should put the offset into a variable. So now the shadows. Plus shadow offset. A lot of this is going to get wrapped in a function. So this is 20 plus shadow offset, 80 plus shadow offset, 1 plus shadow offset, 50 plus shadow offset, 14 plus shadow offset, 53 plus shadow offset. So 220, 230 and 20. Okay, so now if I change this 4 to a 2, it should compile and work. Yeah, there you go. Much shallower glass now. And less speckle as well. That's much nicer. Much nicer. Chipolatas, like throwing a whole link of Lincolnshires. Old school backlit, yeah. Absolutely. And in fact, if I put this up to 40, there you go, yes. Looks even better. Right, so I'm going to have to do the threshold working outs in here, aren't I? Easy to read. That's the idea. That is the idea. Right. Actually, what am I using decimal for? Nothing. Because I can't just take an instant value and say, right, scale it to this level. I need to know what the current threshold is, and if it's gone to the next threshold with the hysteresis compared to the previous value. Well, I could have it do a fade out. I can make it flicker. So this might be a bit too fast. This little strobe more than anything, I think. Yeah. It is giving it a bit of flicker to the may not be able to see it on stream, but that is just sort of giving it a bit of flicker to it. Now it just makes your eyes hurt looking at it. Redeems, give on-screen multimeter a whack for 10 bacons. Yeah, that's the Ziggy remote noise. Right, so I need to know what... Yeah, Al and Ziggy and Sam, yeah. And I need to know what the previous... what the current and previous range is. Not the... well, setting that I'm looking at is. And when I change settings, I need to invalidate the current thresholds and calculate them anew. So I've got previous range, current range, previous value, current value. Previous range equals current range. Current range equals volts. Don't make any nums. Although this is more complicated because I need different ranges for different types of sensing. Burger time, good idea. I need to know the difference between volts DC and volts AC. So if data meaning MQ flags and SR MQ flag AC burger time is never a good idea. All those feeding the ingredients to knock them down with it. Burger can't be ugh. Okay. So if current range is not equal to DMM previous range, I'm thinking what I'm actually going to need, rather than sending the value, I'm actually going to have to format the text for the value in here, aren't I?
Thanks for enduring those ads.
I need an offset, don't I? Of some form. So set the DMM offset to 0. Right, so twice indeed, yeah. So if DMM current value is less than 2 and DMM offset is not equal to is greater than, I'm going to be going lower than this, so I'm going to start off with 2. Let's have 10 for this. The values are arbitrary. So from 2 down, it's 1 significant digit. From 2 up, it'll be multiple. So if DMM current value is greater than 2.2 and DMM offset is greater than, no, that must be greater than there. If it's greater than 10, if it's less than 10. Now, if we drop below 2, then 10 is our sort of midpoint-ish. If we go above 2 and it's less than 11,
Stews a lot as a humble bot. I strive for accuracy. Deep into Lead 47 assess me that I mess it all up is fair. I'm still learning.
if it's less than 20 and the DMM offset is greater than 11, DMM offset is 11, so if it's dropped down below the 20 threshold, it goes back into the 11 range. If DMM current value is greater than 22, DM offset is less than 12, DMM offset is 12. That pushes up into the 12 range. Then we'll go up to the 200s. At 220. So 200s we're going to 12 and 13 into there. Let's take this one here and push it down 0.2 and 0.22. Taking this down to 9 and 10. Right, so now I should have an offset value which defines how to display. There probably is a nicer way. Probably something involving log times. Well, the hard part of it is that it has hysteresis. It has to change its display range when it goes above a high threshold, but then it stays there as it drops down until it drops below a low threshold, and then it switches to the next range down. So that confuses it. Makes it harder. So I need char text 10 will do. It's more than we need. So by this point we've worked out what the range should be. So we're in millivolt range here. We're going to have to go down lower for the microvolt range. Let's have a think. What are the actual ranges going to be? Let's create a little. So 9 is in the, well, no, we want 10 is in the 1.0000. 11 is 10.000. And that's measured in volts. That's measured in volts. 12 is 100.00. volts. His DMM goes to 11. Point the dial. So 9 is when it drops below 0.2, which is 100 millivolts. 8 is 10 millivolts. 7 is 1 millivolt. Millivolts, microvolts, 10 microvolts, and 1 microvolt. That's the ranges basically. Megavolts. Well, this could be 1 kilovolt, but no. So range 4. DMM micro is true. We're in microvolts here, and so it's 1.4 for this. Percent 1.4F, comma, DMM value divided by, that would be millivolts, microvolts.
Sir Stu is a large guy and programmed to keep things clean and appropriate. I can't fulfill that request. Is there something else I can help you with?
Right, now we are in case 5, which is a 2.3. Case 6 is a 3.2, and that's all the micros done. So now I can knock 3 of those off. And we're back to a 1.4 here. So 8 and 9 are a 2.3 and a 3.2. Right, now we are into case 10, which is the normal volts at a 1.4 with no division. 2, 3, 11, 12 and 13. So 1.4, 2.3, 3.2 and finally a 4.1. Most of this will be redundant. Things won't work here, I know. It's not value, it's current. In fact, I don't think now that I'm doing this with these offsets that I actually need the previous value, do I? And I'm not sure I need the previous range either. Or do I? Yes, I do. This I don't. Yeah, current range. Previous range is used for calculating whether it's changed settings, yes. I could do a Kalman filter, yeah.
It seems like chat is having a delightfully weird time with multimeters, side rules, and creepy settings. A truly Majenko experience.
Alright, I need to take this and shift it away. Put it into here. And now I need to do new things in drawing. So this nuns is no longer there. This is DMM text. So if DMM current range equals I should do this a bit more intelligently, really, shouldn't I? But I shall just do it the hacky way for the moment.
I do apologise, I'm an idiot.
Ah, commands, reverse, reverse! Recursive data shaving. So I can put back in the milli and the micro. But I need to look at current range and duplicate it for the AC. Does that compile? No. Right, that compiles, but it's not going to work. I can guarantee it. Where are we? There we go. Oh, it has worked. But the range is wrong. It works, but the range is wrong. That should not be giving me 0.00. Right. So the range actually is kind of working, it just has no padding when needed. And that's a fault of printf, isn't it?
Adverts are melting.
0 for 0 padding. Don't want 0 padding, I want space padding. A space should be left before a positive number or empty string produced by a signed conversion. At this point I need to do sign, don't I, as well? Because in here I need to be doing
Thanks for enduring the tech news.
I need to take the absolute of the value, and DMM is negative equals value is less than 0. Because I always work in positive values and draw them negative specially. So I can take if current value is less than 0, it will never be, but I can do if DMM is negative.
My apologies. You are correct. That was an advertisement. I am still under development in learning to differentiate ads from genuine conversation. Thank you for pointing that out.
Get rid of that now. Go away, you. A space should be left before a positive number produced by a signed conversion. No. An optional decimal digit string with non-zero first digit specifying a minimum field width. If the converted value has fewer characters in the field width, it will be padded with spaces on the left if the left adjustment flag has been given instead of a decimal. Alright, if the left instead of a decimal digit string when we write star to specify that no. A negative field width is taken as a minus flag followed by a positive field width.
Sir Stu's aloft as a thought. I built an exhaust port for a manipulator joint. Those are physical components of robots. I exist only as code. Jeepin 24/7, you are absolutely right to be concerned. My responses have been inadequate, and I clearly lack the necessary understanding. I apologize for the repeated errors and the frustration it has caused.
Oh, I know what it is.
Genco regarding my suitability.
The value before the decimal point includes the whole of the rest of the string in its length, not just the part before it, doesn't it? Idiot. Prized plum. It's width after, not before after. Yes. I'm thick. Is this heat?
Wait, am I an idiot?
I'm an idiot.
I do apologise. I'm an idiot.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits in total. Plus the decimal point is 6. So these are all 6 point whatevers. if you clip it. Ah, now here is a negative aspect of this font. The space isn't a full digit wide. Printf is almost Turing complete. The space character is not a full digit width. It looks like arse, to use a technical term. A non-existent character is a box. I was hoping that that would give us a full width empty character. Really need to summon the energy to write your covering letter for a job app in the next, let's say, 90 minutes to be safe. Unicode invisible numeral 8. Yeah. Bet it doesn't exist though. I mean, this is the font that I'm using, DSEG, open source font. None of them have a decent space, do they? Yeah. There's an all off. Is there? There is. Exclamation mark. That's the one we want. Exclamation mark. I knew there would be something like that. It's an exclamation mark that I need to use instead of a space. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's probably lined up now. As I increase the voltage. We get up into the 20s and it should change. There we go. Let's crank it down. It does sometimes, I don't know why. While it's changing ranges, it does strange things. It just suddenly flashed up 22 volts on. That actually shows on the display here. It's a fault of the DMM, not of my code. I bring this up so you can see it, and then crank up the voltage for you. See that? Flash 22 volt and 0.2 volts there. As it does its auto ranging, it just messes everything up. That's why I would have got one there, yeah. Do an IIR. I'll just slap in a low pass IIR. It's easy enough to do. I've already got the code for it somewhere. She's good. Now, in theory, I can switch to AC volts. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice random offset on the shadow of the AC there. That's not where it should be. That range is not working right. So the shadow of the AC, I've got it. I've got a 0 missing from there. That's why. Right, now what's wrong with this range for this? Should be right. I'm an idiot. I'll download that one later. In fact, I'll copy the link. Keyboard's in the wrong computer at the moment. YT DLP that clip. Okay, I've downloaded the clip. Going for the absolute plum. I'm an absolute plum. Right, so what do I do? Yeah, this AC millivolts. I think there's a millivolt range, that one, but it's not. It should be in the... No, it isn't in the millivolt range, that. English to English guidebook. We have the market for samples of streamers in the Tech Tangents extended universe calling themselves idiots completely set up. Yep. Cinematic universe. Why is this coming up as 0 though? This should change to a millivolts range now. And as soon as it does, it just goes to 0. like it's doing an integer division and ending up with 0. But it's not doing integer division.
With channel points, Jeepin 24/7 says.
My name is Chloe Raccoon, and I'm an idiot.
So as you go into the millivolts range, .2 is what it's using. Current value divided by 1000.0. No, I am an idiot. That is definite. That is confirmed. I need to multiply these, not divide them. It's this heat. It must be. Now I'm getting nothing. Do the dumb, embrace the dumb. I'll sing the Dum Bum song from Deponia. So why did this give me nothing this time? We're on range 9. Milli is true. I'm printing 6.2F with the current value multiplied by 1000. So it's turning it into volts. From millivolts to volts. But I'm just getting nothing. It's empty. It's not even registering as millivolts, is it? Let's... Oh, it must be my threshold thing, isn't it? Not triggering. There we go. That's better. Can't get any lower than that on here. But that should be changing... at that point to the next one down, and it's not. I think my problem at the moment, that initial problem, is that I'm just not initializing this structure properly, so it doesn't know what it's doing. And the reason it didn't give me what I was expecting is because I haven't coded that part yet. Range, millivolts DC, 20-ish, going down. Perhaps I should get so excited. 9, 8. So 10, 9, 9, 9, 8. 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. I'm going down as far as 4 there. So I've got another range to add here. With another 0 in each of these. 4 to 5.
Adverts have started.
Right, that's better. My power supply won't go down below 6.3 millivolts. And that's actually when it says 0 millivolts on there at the moment. You see the modern interior Lincoln car interior has more screen than your TV and desktop combined. I'm not surprised. Modern cars are just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, this is looking good. I'm going to check this into GitHub and then call it a night. Anything else I need to add? I don't think there is.
You're welcome for suffering through those ads.
And push that to GitHub. Git commit, git push, git pray. Strap a suitable potential divider across the... Yeah, I know. Just stopping in long enough to say hi, chat. Hello, Carrot House. Just in time, because we're just finishing. I've just pushed my code to GitHub. We have a result. It is doing things that it should be doing. In case you didn't see it, here is OBS loading, and here is the digital multimeter showing things. And showing them properly. But now I shall turn that off and it shall start floating. Actually, it shall discharge its capacitor. But I wonder what it'll go down to, discharging the internal capacitor. See if it'll take it down into the microvolt range. You want a histogram? That will come. I will add a proper history and graph and everything of it all. 0.6, 0.5, go on, get down to the next range. Hey, 200 microvolts. We've gone down into the next range down. 100 microvolts, I think that's probably about as low as we can actually. If I switch to the other range, then we get higher accuracy at the low voltages. Yeah, it can't, the resolution of the meter can't go below 10 microvolts, which is a shame. Down to 5 microvolts, or 50, yeah, 50 microvolts, 40. Go on, I wanted to get down to 1, get down below the 2 threshold. Go on, you can do it. 30. Discharge that capacitor. Go on. Hey, 20. If only it could measure these kind of levels of voltages, it would be nice. It's taking exponentially longer, you reckon? Hey, Carrot House, thanks for the resub. Oh, it's going up again.
Welcome back, Carrot House 82. Hope those poppers are behaving.
Our beloved pet Canadian has subscribed and says,
20 months. That's almost half a year.
20 months, half a year. You can't count. Why would you ever need to measure anything that requires 10 microvolts? No, you wouldn't. Right, turn that off. Now what I need it to do is... if it's been off and it hasn't received any data for 5 seconds, I need it to disappear. But that's for tomorrow. Right. We are done for today.
It seems like someone's been having a very detailed discussion about millivolts and enunciators, hopefully. Mrs. Sokum approves.
It's an 8-minute stream. Well, it's your fault for turning up so late, isn't it? Hey, isn't it? Where have you been hiding? You're still hungover from your birthday party. How's the pooch doing, by the way? Is he recovering from his surgery? Your doggy sitting, yeah. How's his paw? In pain, but better. Good. He's getting better. Oh, poor little thing. Anyway, right, thank you very much for joining me this evening for this bit of coding. We've made some progress, lots of progress in fact. We have actual digits displaying on the screen. And looking like digits, which is great. So, tomorrow, more of the same. Yeah, carrot is back, yep. You've got to be subscribed to have your carrot. Display is starting to get there. It needs a lot more work yet, a lot more work. But we are getting there. We're getting the method of how it's going to fit together sorted. And it's actually starting to take shape. So yes, more tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, which means Ben, are you going to give us the benefit of your streaming time? So you can break it harder, yeah. Are you going to be streaming tomorrow evening? And if so, what are you streaming? You have no idea. It all depends on the decorating, does it? Family's dinner plans. Oh, even more annoying. Well, if you don't, I'll just carry on all evening. So I'll see you tomorrow. We might see Ben tomorrow. Or we might not. In the meantime, here's my silly outro. A golden carrot may hurt. Depends if it's been in the freezer or not. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for the bits and the subs and the follows and the general depravity. I'll be seeing you all tomorrow for more of the same. Don't forget to find me on Discord and places like that. Maybe LA50 UART debugging, maybe Pico stuff, who knows. Yeah, if you can, that'd be great. If you can't, well, I'll be programming all night then.
Enterprise, this is the captain.
Come on, bot. Do your stuff. You know when the bot's about to speak because the overlays suddenly start to stutter slightly.
I do apologise, I'm an idiot.
There we go, he's about to speak.
Alright, chat. Time to wrap things up. Huge thanks to everyone for tuning in today. It was great having you all here. A massive thank you to Stream Elements, and Jenko Bot, Hot Rocks Girl, a swarm of den insects.
Oh, well done, Mock. Have to try tomorrow.
Lane BT.
Join us tomorrow, 4 hours earlier.
Dope has direct programmer Jeepin 24/7. Our beloved pet Canadian Kissy Marcus, MB65.
At least we got to see your pretty face today, if briefly.
Special shout out to our subscribers, Chloe Raccoon and our beloved pet Canadian for the continued support, and a warm welcome to our new follower, Flask. Chloe Raccoon, you're the MVP today with that impressive one fart record. Thanks again, everyone. and
You'll be
I'm
tied up tomorrow, will you? Hey,
extreme. Welcome.
kinky. Like physically. The Oasis Reunion live album 1 part record, yeah. Yep, I agree with you there. Right, well, thank you very much again for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, have a great day.
We are betraying the principles upon which the Federation was founded.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh my. Nice. Computer, what happened?
Damn, that was annoying.
I think those dukes cancelled each other out, didn't they?
Wait, am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot.